Good afternoon, Standard 5th. So, in today's class, we'll be studying a new lesson, that is chapter number 21, Busy at Work, Our Internal Organs. I hope all the students are having their textbook in their hand. Okay. Can you recall? What can you see in this picture, student? You can see that two students are making a drawing of of a body part. Okay, so take a large sheet of thick paper about the height of a child in the class. Put it on the wall as shown in the picture and secure it with tapes. Ask one student to stand against it and another to draw the outline of the body. Now what can you see in this picture? They are drawing the outline of the body. Now get other student to point out the right places of the following organ with the outline. Now you call one more student and ask him to point out the brain, lungs, heart and stomach. You should be knowing where the brain is situated, where the lungs are situated, where the heart are situated and the stomach. So these 4 points we'll be studying in this picture. Okay. See, now recall the following details about each of the organ. Now there is a question given in your textbook, page number 107. In which cavity of the body is it situated? Now, which of the body is the following organs are situated? The brain, lungs, heart and the stomach. So where is the brain situated? Brain is situated in the cranial cavity. Brain is situated in the cranial cavity. And lungs and heart are situated in the thoracic cavity. Lungs help in mixing oxygen in blood and removing carbon dioxide. Heart manages blood circulations of body. Rib cage protects lungs and heart. Okay, and the last one is stomach. Where is stomach situated? Stomach is situated in abdominal cavity. Consumed food is stored here. Stomach is not protected by bones. It is protected by thick muscles. Okay, student, have you all understood? So what is its functions? What are the functions of these organs? The brain, lungs, heart and stomach. What are the functions? Awareness of sensations and emotions and control of body movement are the functions of brain. Now which are the bones that protect it? Skull bone protects the brain. Okay. So next, can you all see the respiration? Can you all see the picture of respiration? Now why respiration is required to us? To breathe out the air, and you have to take in the air, so that respiration is important. Before that, what body needs or sensation to become aware of even though you are reading a book? While you are reading the book, what sensation do you feel? This is an activity given to you. You sit straight, keep a textbook in your hand and start reading the book. Then observe what do you feel while reading the book. Okay. The process like respiration, digestions go on inside the body continuously with the help of certain organs. Let us learn something about these processes and the organs that carry them out. Okay, student. Now one more, try this. Can you all see in this your book? Try this. Use a watch to count how many times you breathe in 1 minute when you are sitting comfortably. From this work, our approximately how many times you breathe in and out. Okay. So when I've checked it out, I've done this exercise. So when I've checked it, when I'm sitting comfortably, we breathe 15 times in a minute. I just done this exercise today. So I saw that in 15 times I breathe in 1 minute. So we breathe 15 into 60, that is 60 seconds. That is 900 times in an hour. In an hour we breathe out 900 times. Just check it out by yourself. Okay, this is my counting. You check out by yourself how many times you breathe in a minute. In a minute, how many times? Okay. Now respiration. We need air, water and food to live. It is necessary for the body to get a continuous supply of oxygen. We get this oxygen from the air through breathing. That is why we breathe continuously. In our body, there are organs that carry out the work of respirations. Read their names in the diagram on the next page and also their description. Now I hope you have come to know why we need air. We need air to breathe in and breathe out. And okay, so in the next page you can see the respiration system. Okay, can you all see the respiration? Nose. Can you all see the picture? Nose. See, nose is here. Okay, so when we breathe in and out, the trachea, the windpipe. Can you all see this? This is a windpipe. Okay, and these are lungs. So when we breathe in and out, our lungs also goes up and down, up and down. Okay, this is what called respiratory, and the below this is called diaphragm. Okay, now diaphragm and its movement. The diagram above shows our respiratory organ. When we inhale, the air from outside goes into the trachea and through its branches into the lungs. In the first image you can see when we breathe in, the air goes inside and lungs will expanded. Okay, in the lungs, these branches divided further into smaller and smaller branches. At the end of the last branches there are air sacs or alveoli. Okay, now in the second picture, can you all see in the second picture, between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity there is an organ like flexible sheath. It is called the diaphragm. Okay, in this diaphragm, can you all see the pictures of diaphragm? Okay, the diaphragm and its movement. When the diaphragm moves downward, can you all see? Moves downward. Here it moves downward. We breathe in and the incoming air fills in the alveoli in the lungs. Okay. When the diaphragm moves upward, in the second page upward जा रहा है, इधर नीचे, air in the lungs is pushed out. Okay student, now exchange of gases. When the outside air reaches the alveoli, the oxygen in it passes into the thin blood vessels around the alveoli. Okay, with the blood it is carried out to all parts of our body. At the same time, the carbon dioxide that is brought by the blood from all parts of the body enters the air in the alveoli. When we exhale matlab breathe out, the carbon dioxide is also given out with the air. In this way, an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gases takes place in the alveoli. Understood? See how do we breathe in and breathe out, and how our blood vessels goes in and out. Can you all see how there is oxygen and carbon dioxide? See, this is oxygen and this yellow part is carbon dioxide. Okay students, coming to next, do you know dust and smoke particles may be present in the air in the atmosphere? There may even be diseases producing microorganisms. They are harmful for the body. The inner lining of the respiratory organs has fine hair-like structures called cilia. On this inner lining, there is also a layer of sticky substance called mucus. The dust and smoke particles stick to this substance. Thus, the harmful substance in the air cannot reach the lungs. See, in here in this picture, this is the smoke that comes out. It's a very poisonous smoke, and this same smoke we will breathe in. And when we breathe in this poisonous smoke, see how does our lungs react. Can you all see? This is very dangerous to our health. So we have to plant more and more trees. Next, because the effect of smoking. Now, because of this type of smoking, you have seen that most of the people are smoking cigarette and all. See, what are the effects of smoking cigarettes? If one keeps smoking over a long period of time, the toxic substance in the smoke collect in the respiratory tract. As a result, the air that enters the lung is not sufficiently purified, and the impurities in the air begin to accumulate in the lungs. आप लोग देखें सिगरेट जो स्मोक करते हैं, ये लंग से, ये जिसका जो सिगरेट नहीं स्मोक करते ना उसका लंग से, और ये जो लंग से जो सिगरेट स्मोक करते हैं, देखो कैसे काला हो गया वो लंग्स. Okay, so this is very bad for our health. As a result, the efficiency of the lung is reduced. Can you all see how the lungs is reduced? The likelihood of getting disease of the lungs increases. The solid particles in the tobacco smoked from the cigarette or BD form a sticky layer inside the alveoli. This reduces the amount of oxygen supplied to the body. In addition, some toxic substances in the tobacco also enter the alveoli. These ill effects lead to the diseases of respiratory organs, including life-threatening diseases like lung cancer. See how poisonous it is. So, I request you people not to have noise pollution or be back of those person who are smoking. Okay, now passive smoking. Coming to next, passive smoking. If there are people around us who smoke, you will be seeing that most of the people in and around, they'll smoke. Then we may have to face the consequences of smoking even if we do not smoke ourselves. Although we do not smoke, हम लोग smoking नहीं करते, फिर भी उस जो हमारा सामने से आजू बाजू में स्मोक करते हैं उसके धुएं से भी हम लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा बीमारी हो सकते हैं. इसलिए जो भी स्मोक करते हैं उसको अवॉइड करना चाहिए, बोलना चाहिए यहाँ नहीं करना है, किसी और जगह जाके करो. यहाँ पे पब्लिक प्लेसेस में, स्कूल के आगे, मंदिर के उधर, बस में, सब नहीं करना चाहिए, हम लोग अवॉइड करना चाहिए. That is why there is now a ban on smoking in public places. Have you seen this picture? आपने ये सिंबल को देखा है, सब जगह इसको सिंबल को डालते हैं, मतलब इधर स्मोक नहीं करना है. ओके स्टूडेंट, कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट, अ न्यू वर्ड, ग्लैंड. an organ that secretes a certain substances, that is called a new word, gland. Now coming to the next, digestion. डाइजेशन मतलब क्या है? जो हम लोग जो भी खाते हैं वो कैसे डाइजेस्ट होते हैं, कहाँ से क्या काम करते हैं हमारे इंटरनल ऑर्गन में, वो जानने का काम है. जो भी हम लोग फूड खाते हैं वो कहाँ जाते हैं, कैसे मिक्सअप होते हैं, कैसे ब्लड उसको दूसरे पार्ट्स को लेके जाते हैं. ओके, द एलिमेंट्री कैनल. Let us now learn something about the alimentary canal, the digestive organs and their functions. Alimentary canal, this is the main functions. First, the food we eat is digested in our body. Whatever we eat, that is digested in the body. How it is digested? That is, substance that can mix with the blood are formed from the food. जो भी हम लोग खाते हैं वो ब्लड में मिक्स हो जाते. कैसे? दिस प्रोसेस टेक्स प्लेस इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ अ लॉन्ग एंड फ्लेक्सिबल ट्यूब इनसाइड आवर बॉडी. अभी इसका अलग अलग तरीका है, मतलब फंक्शनिंग अंदर हम लोग पता नहीं है, बहुत ज़्यादा फंक्शनिंग है. दिस ट्यूब इज कॉल्ड द एलिमेंटरी कैनल। जो भी हम लोग खाते हैं, जो भी उसका प्रोसेस हो जाते हैं, सो दैट ट्यूब इज कॉल्ड एलिमेंटरी कैनल। द अपर एंड ऑफ दिस ट्यूब इज द माउथ। द अपर एंड मतलब स्टार्टिंग का जो भी है हिस्सा है ना, अपर एंड, वो है माउथ। स्टार्टिंग इधर से माउथ से चालू हो जाते हैं। ओके, even if there is continuous, and the lower end is called anus, and the lower end, यहाँ पे lower end, that is called anus। स्टार्टिंग यहाँ से हम लोग खाना खाते और वो पैनक्रिस में जाते, फिर इसोफेगस में आते, फिर स्टमक में आते, फिर स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, फिर रेक्टम, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड एनस। इतना ज़्यादा फंक्शंस है जो भी हम लोग खाते हैं ना, सो इतना ज़्यादा फंक्शंस होने के बाद वो हमारा ब्लड में मिक्स हो जाते हैं फूड। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो that's all for today's class. Read the textbook thoroughly once again. In the next class I'll be continuing the functionings of digestive system. Okay students, thank you, have a great day.